Protein powder. The most recognizable supplement in fitness, protein powder is essentially a convenient way to get high-quality protein without cooking a meal. It starts as a liquid, usually milk or a plant source, that's filtered, concentrated, and dried into a fine powder. The most common version is whey, a byproduct of cheesemaking that has been used in some form for centuries but only became a staple in gym bags during the 1980s. Whey digests quickly, making it popular right after training. Casein, also from milk, clots in the stomach and releases amino acids slowly over hours, which is why many people take it before bed. Plant-based versions, like pea, rice, or soy, offer alternatives for those who avoid dairy. Creatine. If there's a supplement that comes closest to the word essential in strength sports, it's creatine. Found naturally in red meat and fish, creatine is a compound stored in muscles that helps produce small bursts of energy during heavy lifts or sprints. The modern version, creatine monohydrate, has been studied since the early 1990s and remains the standard because it's both effective and affordable. When taken consistently, it saturates the muscles, allowing the body to regenerate adenosine triphosphate, the primary energy currency of cells, more quickly. The result is the ability to perform 1 or 2 extra reps in the gym, which over months leads to noticeable strength gains. There are other forms on the market like creatine hydrochloride or ethyl ester, marketed as being more absorbable or causing less bloating, but research consistently points back to monohydrate as the gold standard. It's also one of the few supplements that has shown benefits beyond the gym, with studies suggesting positive effects on brain health and recovery from injury. A common misunderstanding is that creatine causes kidney damage in healthy individuals, a myth that decades of research have repeatedly disproven. For most people, 5 grams a day is all it takes to maintain full muscle stores, making it one of the simplest and most reliable additions to any training routine. Mass gainer. For a certain type of lifter, usually someone who struggles to eat enough calories, mass gainer is the tool that fills the gap. It's essentially protein powder with a large amount of carbohydrates and fats added in, designed to deliver 500 to over 1,000 calories in a single shake. The concept emerged as bodybuilding grew in the late 20th century, when athletes realized that eating whole food to gain weight was sometimes impractical between work, training, and sleep. A typical mass gainer combines a whey or milk protein base with maltodextrin, a quickly digesting carbohydrate derived from corn, rice, or potato starch. Many also include medium-chain triglycerides or other fats to boost the calorie count further. The result is a shake that can be downed in minutes, offering a way to maintain a caloric surplus for those with naturally high metabolisms or demanding schedules. Critics point out that the ingredients can be highly processed, and some products contain more sugar than advertised, which is why reading labels becomes important. A well-formulated mass gainer acts as a bridge, not a replacement for real food, but a practical solution when appetite or time becomes the limiting factor in building size. Fat burner. Few supplements carry as much promise and as much controversy as fat burners. These products are typically blends of several ingredients, each intended to increase energy expenditure, suppress appetite, or alter how the body uses stored fat for fuel. Caffeine is almost always the main component, often paired with compounds like green tea extract, capsaicin from chili peppers, or synephrine from bitter orange. The idea dates back to the 1990s with the rise of ephedra-based formulas, which were later banned due to safety concerns. Modern fat burners tend to be milder, relying on stimulants to raise heart rate and thermogenesis, the body's production of heat, in the hope of burning slightly more calories throughout the day. What distinguishes one product from another is the combination of ingredients and the dosage, because many blends use such small amounts of secondary components that their effect becomes negligible. Realistically, no fat burner causes meaningful weight loss on its own. At best, it might provide a modest metabolic boost and help a person feel more energized while in a calorie deficit. The term fat burner is often more marketing than science, yet it remains one of the most frequently purchased categories in supplement stores, driven by the universal desire for a simpler path to leanness. bcaas branched-chain amino acids are 3 essential amino acids: leucine, isoleucine, and valine. They are found naturally in protein-rich foods like chicken, eggs, and dairy, but they became famous as a standalone supplement because of how quickly the body can use them. Unlike most other amino acids, which are processed by the liver first, bcaas are absorbed directly into the bloodstream and taken up by muscle tissue. This is why many people turn to them during or after training, hoping to reduce muscle breakdown and speed up recovery. The thinking is that by giving the muscles these specific building blocks, you can delay fatigue and make your workout feel a bit easier. In practice, the effects tend to be most noticeable when someone trains in a fasted state or keeps their overall protein intake on the lower side. For someone already eating a protein-rich diet, the additional benefit becomes less dramatic, but the supplement remains one of the most recognized in the gym world for its targeted role in muscle preservation. Electrolytes. Electrolytes are minerals in the body that carry an electric charge, and they play a critical role in muscle function, nerve signaling, and fluid balance. The most common ones found in gym supplements are sodium, potassium, magnesium. When you sweat during exercise, you lose not just water, but also these minerals. And if the loss is significant, it can lead to cramping, fatigue, and a drop in performance. Electrolyte supplements come in many forms: tablets, powders, drops, and ready-to-drink bottles. They are especially popular among people who train in hot environments, engage in long-endurance sessions, or tend to sweat heavily. Unlike sugary sports drinks that combine electrolytes with a high amount of simple carbohydrates, many modern electrolyte supplements focus on delivering the minerals with little to no sugar, making them appealing to those who want hydration without extra calories. The simplicity of electrolytes belies their importance. They help the body maintain the internal balance needed for muscles to contract and relax properly, which is why they are often recommended both during and after intense physical activity. Pre-workouts. These are powdered formulas designed to be mixed with water and taken about 20 to 30 minutes before exercise. The goal is simple: to increase energy, sharpen focus, and improve endurance during a training session. Most pre-workouts achieve this through a combination of stimulants, most notably caffeine, along with ingredients like beta-alanine, citrulline malate, and creatine. Beta-alanine creates that familiar tingling sensation on the skin, which is harmless and fades after a short while, while citrulline malate is included to promote better blood flow and a more noticeable pump. The caffeine content varies widely between products, with some delivering a mild boost and others containing an amount equivalent to several cups of coffee. Pre-workouts have become a staple not because they build muscle directly, but because they help a person push through extra reps or maintain intensity when motivation is low, turning a mediocre session into a productive one. Fish oil. Fish oil is a dietary supplement derived from the tissues of oily fish such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Its reputation in the fitness world comes from its high concentration of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically eicosapentaenoic acid, or EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, or DHA. These fats are considered essential because the body cannot produce them on its own. For someone who trains regularly, fish oil is valued for its role in supporting joint health and managing the natural inflammation that occurs after strenuous exercise. While some inflammation is a normal part of the repair process, excessive or chronic inflammation can slow recovery and make training feel consistently uncomfortable. By helping to modulate that inflammatory response, fish oil allows many athletes and gym-goers to maintain more consistent training volume over time. It also contributes to cardiovascular health and has been linked to better cognitive function, but the primary draw in the gym setting remains its long-term support for the joints and recovery. Unlike the immediate jolt of a pre-workout or the quick absorption of bcaas, fish oil is taken daily and works gradually, making it a foundational supplement rather than an acute performance tool.